Once again, just for a few minutes here, state
Fans at this time are waiting for the starting lineups for this evening's game. First one, the visiting GCU Lopes. At left defense, from Ventspils, Latvia, number 9,
Ricard Fernandez. At right defense, from Lowell, Massachusetts, number 73, Sean Spring. At left wing, from Kiev, Ukraine, number 40, Mikhail Stumchuk. At center, from Anchorage, Alaska, number 44, Hunter Schmitz. And right wing, from Calgary, Alberta, number 13, Booker Shakalayan. And in goal this evening, from Scottsdale, Arizona, number 32, Riley Morgan. Fans, at this time, we need to understand, we need to do. Number 15, number 15, number 12, Lady Kirkland. From Green, Texas, number 71, Ryan Robinson. That's from Las Vegas, Nevada, Missouri, Nephew Rose. From Roy. At this time, yes, you please rise if you are able, kindly remove your caps, and join us for the playing of our national anthem. Your officials this evening, your referees are Mike Serve and Russell Brooks. Your linesmen are Kenny Pullman and Justin Lang.
And we're off and underway for the first game in the calendar year of 2024 here at Mount America Community Iceplex and on the campus of Arizona State University. I'm Brett Vaughn alongside my partner, Keanu Noguchi. And for tonight's starting goaltenders for the Lopes, it'll be number 32, Riley Morgan, the Scottsdale, Arizona native, with a 3-6-1 overall record. And in the pipes for Arizona State will be number 1, Cody Creasy. Creasy hasn't played since November 3rd, as he was actually called up to the NCAA team for Arizona State, as he was up there for a couple games.
Good chance here today, Brett, for ASU to turn some wrongs into rights and rid some bad play to start this semester.
Carson Cooch for Arizona State coughs the puck up. Snapshot on from Cameron Nealon goes wide. Ben Chase plays it up. And Cooch has to retrieve it for the Sun Devils. Tillman centers it out in front, up to Kruk. His point shot, and that rebound gets sticked away by Morgan. Another short angle shot, and that gets through. Back up to the point. Arizona State getting some momentum. Palmer's shot from the point goes wide. Good start for Arizona State, as GCU will just dump it out, and icing's waved off as they go for a change.
So the start that they want, get a little offensive pressure going, move the puck around, throw something on net. It's a good start for ASU so far, pushing the pace.
Palmer having some trouble with that ice and that puck getting stuck on it. Lee, his partner, pops out and skates out with the puck. But he turns it over on the center ice line. Puck played back down to Creasy. GCU quick shot on, and Creasy makes his first stop of the game.
Well, unbeknownst, Brett, ASU are out 2 big cogs in this lineup. Captain Cade Olson and forward Tyler Kiley Ram, such an offensive cog in this lineup. They're going to have to look up and down the lineup for some extra help today. I'm looking to Connor Tillman, Brett, to pick up the slack here and hopefully put up some points on the board for this ASU team.
Draw won by Arizona State. Quick set play off the draw allows Quast to go into the offensive zone, and he'll chip and charge. Quast fighting through the check of the defenseman Dylan Dents, but he's unable to get it and get a good scoring chance. They meet behind the net of Creasy. Lee, high chip off the glass, but it goes out of play, and we'll see what the call is going to be. And they're saying it's tipped, and luckily it won't be a penalty to the Arizona State defenseman.
Well, I know we're all waiting for it, Brett. New goaltender, the Ukrainian Dmytro Kubretsky, not making the start tonight. We're hoping to see, some flares, some fireworks from 2 new GCU players, but that'll have to wait.
Puck will be controlled by the Lopes. They'll cycle it back down. Lee having some trouble trying to settle that puck as it's rolling end over end. Hunter Friesen trying to help out his defenseman. Gets pinned in the corner, and he's trying to pin Simchuk, one of those other Ukrainians, and that puck gets centered forward and goes wide. And that gets chipped up and out of play. And it looks to be deflected, so Arizona State again is able to get away with one.
A couple lucky early bounces here, Brett, for ASU, but they got to be careful here leaving the zone. Got to take just a couple extra seconds of care with that puck, flipping it exactly where you want to put it. And that safe place over the glass.
Matthew Gross for Arizona State trying to get it out, and he'll just get over the blue line. And it'll come to the WCHL Freshman of the Year, Ty Marchant for Arizona State. Gross out in front to Robinson. Robinson, 360 shot, gets blocked. Lopes, tape-to-tape pass, shot from Peterson, and that'll go wide. Probably the best chance for the Lopes so far early in this first period. Gloved in by the defenseman, Ukel, but Marchant is able to use his body to dislodge him from the puck. Now to Caden Butler. He'll go into the corner, fights off a check. Robinson centers out in front. Gets blocked. Ricochet back to Robinson. Now to Palmer. D to D. Kruk trying to get that pass through, and it was a good stick by Tibucle for GCU to get a whistle.
Well, Brett, Ty Marchand, probably the most reliable player on this back end for ASU. Strong on the stick, strong on the puck. Does a great job just shoving his man off the puck and moving that puck right back up towards the other end.
Shot from Kruk that gets through a maze of bodies. Now to Carter Newland. Down the corner. I was going to say trying to fight their way towards the middle of the ice. Palmer's shot goes wide. A lot of point shots so far early for Arizona State as they're being really direct at the point. Phillips. Busy worker beat trying to get to that puck. He can't. Lopes go the other way. That shot goes wide again by the Lopes by Oakland, and it's a free breakout for Arizona State. Palmer, wrist shot on, and that misses just high. As that looked to handcuff the goaltender Morgan. Lee stands his man up, putting Michael Lewis down on the center ice line.
It's exactly the type of play you want to see from a young team, Brett. Stepping up, taking the body, doing the right things.
Cooch gets his initial shot, but is unable to follow up the rebound. Lopes skated out. White bats the puck down. Gives it to Ben Chase. They're trying to fight through some checks right in front of the scorekeeper's box. Now they've just passed 5 minutes in this first period, and it's 0-0 so far, but a good pace to the game. Cooch with his head up, gets around one, and he'll dump it in for his line mate Chase. Chase absorbs the check in the corner. But then I'm going to get some help from his line mates. Lopes will carry it out. They'll dump it down, but they'll dump it illegally for an icing.
Well, so far when GCU looks dangerous, Brett, it's off a rush. Any sort of sustained pressure, ASU seem to be eating that pressure pretty well and getting man on puck, stick on puck, and doing a good job to get those pucks out. But most of these chances seem like they're coming on the rush, just quick shots down the wing. Cody Greasy doing a good job in there, holding it down so far.
ASU wins the offensive zone draw. Grady Franklin, snapshot on, and that misses wide and goes all the way out of the zone. Oh, a dangerous pass, and luckily it had enough speed to get to Tillman, or else a GCU player is walking right in to the goaltender for Arizona State. Snapshot on from Tillman, blockered into the corner by Morgan. Puck up in the air, and that'll go and hit the netting, and we'll have a whistle. Notice both teams tonight have been a little inaccurate, and what that allows is a free breakout for the other team.
Yeah, it's going to open up this ice for sure. It's going to create some open hockey, some end-to-end kind of rush hockey. Anything could happen in a game like that. You know, you rip a puck, it goes top corner.
Rimmed around by GCU. Franklin does not allow the Lopes into the offensive zone for them. GCU sends a puck right back. Friesen picks up the loose puck. Friesen with some speed. He's trying to chip through two Lopes players. Centered out in front to Quast. But it was a good defensive read by GCU, and they go the other way. Palmer trying to pick up that forward checker. He absorbs the check and pushes the puck along to Friesen. Quast chasing that puck down. Drew Robertson gets it out quickly for his GCU team. Gross will settle it down. He gets around a couple of GCU players and chips and retrieves the puck to the point. Kruk has to get rid of that quickly. And Arizona State, a lot of zone time, but really not too many chances to show for it right now. Butler, he centers that one, and that's blocked by a GCU stick. Comes to the other side. Shift up and out into the neutral zone. GCU gets a partial change out. Butler, cross-ice pass to Gross. And that gets blocked. Kruk tries to lay a body down Henriksen. Henriksen still with it. And a great athletic play by Logan Lee to use his stick and that length of his to poke that puck away. Phillips goes down, gets taken down, no call.
That one certainly looked like it could have been a penalty to me, Brett.
Lee forces the GCU forward to dump it in. Trenton White around to Jake King, a Toronto native. And it's a delayed call, and it hits a GCU player, and we'll have a whistle as we've had some continuous play the last couple minutes.
I like the puck movement we're seeing so far from this ASU team. They're doing a good job of grounding themselves, getting themselves in this game, and fighting a fight that they know they can. They're working the puck from end to end. They're doing a good job sustaining offensive zone pressure and good job moving that puck. They just got to be looking for maybe more of a kind of a center lane, kind of a slot shot look. Something like that should open up moving the puck like that, though.
Lopes regroup in the neutral zone. Pass gets defended by Marchand. Chase comes around to Marchand. Having some trouble trying to break it out on that left side of the zone. Puck comes over to Simchuk, and that's one of the trigger men for GCU. Point shot on, and Creasy's able to fight through the screen and will not allow a rebound.
Well, that's a good save from Creasy. The story coming into this one, Brett, was the Ukrainian native Mikhail Simchuk. GCU's listing him on their website at 6'11", Brett. We were showing up expecting a giant here, and I think that 6'11 is 5'11", folks. Definitely not the Jolly Green Giant out here, but definitely a danger with 5 points in 2 games so far.
Definitely disappointed. I was expecting maybe somebody out here with some stilts, but fortunately that's not the case, but he's still a dangerous player on the ice. And again, he's only played in 2 games and one of the point leaders for this GCU team. Puck rimmed around by GCU again. Ethan Sanders is able to keep that puck in momentarily. Marchand lets his teammates touch up to Newland. Newland snapshot on, and they score! Finally, that pressure for Arizona State pays off, and it comes off the rush, courtesy of Carter Newland.
What a release from Carter Newland. And what are we talking about, folks? It's a quick play on a rush, just slides the puck over Newland. Just a quick look at the net, quick rip. He picks the corner, just like that. It's 1-0 ASU. What a goal so far to start them off.
And for the Sun Devils, it wasn't anything pretty. Wasn't maybe the hardest shot, but it was that quick release, which I think a lot of the time gets overlooked when you look at those highlights of somebody really blasting the puck or the hardest shot. It's the quickness that's really the main factor.
Anytime you move that puck from side to side, too, that quick, Brett.
Sun Devils coming in again. Robinson ends up getting that shot off the back of the net, still with the puck. Palmer waits, fires, still loose in front, and Morgan has to make a quick reaction save off the rebound.
It's another great chance for ASU.
Newland, was Butler's shot gets blocked. Arizona State putting the pressure on. Beautiful pass to Robinson, and he was putting some finesse with that finish, but just goes wide. And Arizona State really picking up where they left off after that goal.
Ooh, well, that was everything but the goal for Ryan Robinson. Found on the back post, just that cross crease pass. Goalie was left for dead. Did everything but just couldn't find that finishing touch. ASU's laying the pressure on now. It's exactly what you want to see from this squad. It's a good bounce back.
And that's definitely a point that head coach Austin Klein reiterated to his team, is to really try and put together a collective 60-minute effort. And sometimes you'll see teams, once they get that first goal, they'll maybe put their pedal off the gas. And for Arizona State, a great response after scoring that goal.
That is so important for ASU, Brett. They have to lay on the gas. They cannot let up.
GCU comes in. Creasy had to clean up a little bit of the mess off the rebound, and Looks to be Brandon Husby for GCU is getting a little friendly with Connor Kruk for Arizona State.
Little extracurriculars. You know, a good old rivalry match we got between ourselves here from the state of Arizona and the city of Phoenix. It's expected.
I think it's probably a friendly conversation, you know, catching up on
Yeah.
New Year's, the holidays. How was your New Year's?
I think they're buddies. Oh, my New Year's was amazing, Brett. Thank you. Did some traveling. Saw a lot of the West Coast.
Ringing in the year of 2024, who would have thought? Cooch with a lot of speed coming in on the left side, but loses control of the puck. Here come the Lopes. Kicked out. Shot on from Husby, and it was a nice blocker save by Creasy, putting that right shoulder and arm up. Cooch meandering forward will absorb the check and dump it in as we go under 9 minutes to play in this first period, a 1-0 Arizona State lead. Tillman with Chase. White pinches in. Puck still bobbling about. Trenton White shot. Looks like it took a couple of hops and off of Morgan. Not sure if you really saw that shot. Lee dumps it back down low. Sanders. Arizona State doing some hard work underneath the goal line on the boards. Sanders trying to battle with two GCU players. Puck takes a weird carom off the stanchion and will go out. Sanders near the end of his shift will dump it in. Trenton White will charge in and lay the body. Newland covering for him at the point, keeps it in, and just lost his balance and lost control of the puck. Lopes again come in. Creasy deflects the rebound to the other side. Sanders doing a great job in the end of his shift. Still working hard on the defensive end. Marchant skates out. Doesn't see a lane, and he'll take it back to Newland. He'll chip it in. And that puck slowly rolling to the goaltender Morgan, and he'll put his hand over it and get a whistle.
Well, Brett, so far, this ASU team's checking all the boxes in Coach Austin Klein's checklist so far. They're staying out of the box. It's early still. They're laying on the pressure. They're taking the body. We just want to see this consistently throughout this 60 minutes. But so far, so good, Brett.
At the point, Franklin shot on, but it hits a couple bodies and doesn't make its way to the goaltender Morgan. Lopes coming in. Great job on the back check by Kennedy as the centerman was working that full 200 feet. And we have a delayed penalty call, it looks like, to Arizona State, as the Lopes will just skate it out and try to get that extra attacker on. As looks to be a good sign that the GCU forward Tabuco gets back up to his feet and goes to the bench.
Well, Brett, I'll take responsibility for that one. I had to mention it, huh?
That's all right. I won't put a negative mark on you, partner, as you're always a sterling individual.
Thank you. Well,
as Arizona State's Ty Marchant is going to be heading to the box.
Back to square one for ASU. They worked on this all week, talking to Coach Klein. Penalty kill is something that they really wanted to clean up here. So hopefully, you know, we'll see a batten down of the hatches, but definitely something that they focused on and something that they look to have improved over this past week.
We'll definitely see if that's going to be put on display here as Lopes win that offensive zone draw. Puck worked down low. Vicalius. One-timer shot from Schmitz goes high. It'll come to Simchuk. Schmitz. Top of the key. The point shot on from Ukul gets through, but Creasy was able to fight through the traffic and find that shot.
It's a good start so far, Brett. Locking it down. Cody Creasy's got to be the best penalty killer out here for this ASU team. But staying structured and in that nice tight box is ASU. They got to keep that shape.
Arizona State switches to get some new fresh penalty killers out here on this shift. Schmitz. Schmitz again, as they're just really massaging this puck at the top of the offensive zone. Puck played down low, but active stick by Kruk interrupts the pass momentarily. Simchuk goes to the middle of the ice. It's a body in front. Still loose in the rebound. As it was shot by a backhand from Michael Lewis, goes wide. Another shot on, and Creasy's able to tuck his right shoulder to his chin and make the stop.
Well, scary chance there. Puck gets loose just right outside that crease. You don't know who's going to get on the end of it. It gets chipped wide. And then a follow-up chance is stopped by Cody Creasy. Any of those chances in front of the net, tying up man, that puck's got to be your first priority, just hacking that thing away anywhere you can get it.
Sun Devils really need to win a draw, and they finally do, as there's a team effort as Phillips tied up his man and Lee's able to dump it down, as it'll finally give their penalty kill a bit of a breather. 40 seconds remain on the main advantage for Grand Canyon University. As looked to be Lee was trying to dump the puck out and ends up almost coming near where we are, partner, as we had to be on high alert.
I think that was 2 for flinching on me. Definitely thought that one was coming at us, but we'll live to see another day, Brett.
Lopes win the draw. With the puck, Oakland as their second unit's out. One-timer shot from Husby misses behind the net. Husby settles it down. Good stick work by the GCU defenseman to keep it in, and that shot gets blocked and cleared by Lee.
That's what killing penalties is all about, Brett. Getting down, blocking shots, making yourself big, and giving it up for the team. Great play by Logan Lee there.
And Marchand will rejoin us back onto the ice, and Arizona State 1 for 1 so far on that penalty kill they've been working on this past week.
That's a great start for ASU, exactly what Coach Klein wants to see.
Lopes come back in with the puck. Colby Donovan. Donovan trying to go for that short angle bank shot. Almost worked for him, but Creasy was there to be ready for it. King. He'll chip it in. Ben Chase trying to help out his line mate as a rugby scrum ensues into the corner, the right corner of the goaltender Morgan. Tillman up at the point. His shot gets through, but it wasn't the hardest of shots, and Morgan's able to snag that one with 4:09 remaining in this first period.
Well, good chance for ASU to re-grab their footing here, Brett. Start laying on the pressure just before the end of this period. It'd be huge to bring some momentum into this period. Another goal would be massive, but a good job by this ASU club so far finding their footing after taking that penalty.
Lopes, break it out. Simchuk still with it. Centers out in front, and an unbelievable play by Franklin. No, but it's turned over. Shot doesn't make its way to Creasy. Arizona State had to be in high alert mode there, and they were. Marchand skates it out to safety in the offensive zone. Button hooks back up to the point. Franklin shot on, redirection, didn't find its way to the net. Chase down the corner, gets pinched off by 2 GCU players. King using that big frame of his, trying to fight his way to the front of the net, but he can't. Franklin keeps it at the point. Unable to find King. Lopes slow it down, and they're finally able to break it out. As both teams go for a change. Cross corner dump by Franklin. Gross fresh off the bench. Newland trying to find Gross, but they couldn't connect on the pass behind the net. Almost taken away by Robinson for Arizona State. And the Lopes dump it down for an icing call. And for Arizona State, great job on the forecheck as they're making it really hard for GCU these last couple of shifts to break it out cleanly.
Yeah, laying on the pressure, exactly what you want to see. A heck of a last shift from Grady Franklin, laying down to stop the cross-ice pass. Probably would have been a tap-in from there. And then some gritty play to take the body down low and really help to get that puck out.
Draw one by Gross. Sun Devils throw it back in to the corner. Newland and Butler there working together. Butler. Down to Gross. Gross, tight turn. Still with it, fighting through a couple checks. Get some help from Butler. Shot on from Robinson, and Morgan's able to get his body in the way. And that'll be flipped up all the way down in GCU. Tired group. Sun Devils try to catch him on a quick change. Gross just is unable to get through a couple of Lopes players. Backhand shot from Nealon goes wide. Robinson chips it off into the neutral zone as it's under 2 now to play in this first period. Sun Devils come out with a controlled breakout. Wyatt Palmer. That puck will trickle in, almost going towards the goaltender Morgan. Chip off the glass, takes a couple bounces into the Arizona State zone. Tabukel braces himself from the check from Kruk. Sanders in there as well for Arizona State. As the referee's asking the players to move it, or else he's going to threaten to blow that whistle. Really surprised. Now finally dislodged. At the point, shot on. And Creasy's able to just get his stick in the way of that point shot. It was a quick point shot. And Palmer will get it out. Wrist shot on, misses wide as we're under 1 minute to play in this first period.
Well, twice now, Brett, we've been in high danger chances here. High danger being our life, but that's okay, you know. Pucks, that's the sport of hockey, you know, pucks fly.
Luckily, I re-upped my health insurance at my main employer, so hopefully don't have to put that into any use.
Always a good call.
Franklin, the defenseman's in hard on the forecheck. 25 ticks left on the clock. Skating it out is Chakalius. Chakalius is able to get a couple Arizona State players, but not Marchant. Marchant, the high area pass to Tillman as he beats out the icing call. Maybe one more opportunity if Arizona State can get that puck out. They do. Center out in front. Chase. Franklin. And GCU stayed by the bell as Arizona State with a couple good chances there to end the first.
What a late opportunity. ASU almost taking a 2-0 lead in the locker room. But I don't think Austin Klein can ask much more from his team in that period. You know, one penalty, but they killed that penalty off well. They really laid on the pressure. Great forechecking, great puck movement, and they come out on top in this period, Brett.
Great first 20 minutes of play for Arizona State against Grand Canyon University. At the end of one, Arizona State 1, Grand Canyon nothing, and we'll bring you live second period action in just under 15 minutes. This is Arizona State Hockey U2.
On top of the morning, on top of the wave, on top of the team, on top of the days, on top of my purpose. I do, I create. Y'all wanna copy, but we're not the same. Sometimes when it can be dark, sometimes when it can be scary, sometimes you still gotta push on and just do what is necessary. You need that mindset, dog. You're just like a mercenary. You just gotta go push on. You just gotta go and get it. You gotta go be so fly. People around, they asking you why. Yeah, what is the reason you do it? Yeah, what is the reason you even try? It is cause I need me a purpose. I need a decent life. I don't wanna be so basic. I just wanna go and fight. I really wanna give it all. I really wanna go all in. Yeah, I'm really gonna be that guy at the top that's not gonna be falling. So I'm just gonna be that leader. Man, I will be shot calling. So I'm back with a pack of my wolves, but you won't hear us hauling. On top of the morning, on top of the wave, on top of the team, on top of the days, on top of my purpose. I do, I create. Y'all wanna copy, but we're not the same. Yeah. Life is a game and I play to the fullest. I would be a fuller than I know if I wouldn't. So I just gotta go do it and do it. I just gotta keep on pushing. Man, they wanna really tell me, hey, please stop it, do not do it. But I will grab the fucking pencil, I will make it, man, I gotta pursue it. Start with the dreams, that's what they said while I'm back on my team. I did not follow that advice, man, it's not what it seems. Life is just like a dream, so I just stay pristine. Man, I come up crystal clear, man, I just fall, you're about to see. Yeah, man, they able to see that life is just like magic. They think it's basic, black and white, but y'all don't seem to get it. There's levels to this game, levels that y'all can't imagine. So y'all gotta be on top, or I'ma just go pursue the On top of the morning, on top of the wave, on top of the team, on top of the days, on top of my purpose. I do, I create. Y'all wanna copy, but we're not the same. On top of the morning, on top of the wave, on top of the team, on top of the days, on top of my purpose. I do, I create. Y'all wanna copy, but we're not the same. On top of the morning, on top of the wave, on top of the team, on top of the days, on top of my purpose. I do, I create. Y'all wanna copy, but we're not the same. Sometimes when it can be dark, sometimes when it can be scary, sometimes you still gotta push on and just do what is necessary. You need that mindset, dog. You're just like a mercenary. You just gotta go push on. You just gotta go and get it. You gotta go be so fly. People around, they asking you why. Yeah, what is the reason you do it? Yeah, what is the reason you even try? It is cause I need me a purpose. I need a decent life. I don't wanna be so basic. I just wanna go and fight. I really wanna give it all. I really wanna go all in. Yeah, I'm really gonna be that guy at the top that's not gonna be falling. So I'm just gonna be that leader. Man, I will be shot calling. So I'm back with a pack of my wolves, but you won't hear us hauling. On top of the morning, on top of the wave, on top of the team, on top of the days, on top of my purpose. I do, I create. Y'all wanna copy, but we're not the same. Yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the ASU hockey as we start the second period. Good action from Arizona State. They're really picking up where they left off. And Arizona State gets now a power play opportunity.
A good quick chance for ASU here to take a quick goal right as they jump out from this period. ASU looking to just keep on this pressure, this relentless pressure. They've played a great 20 minutes so far. Looking to build on that.
They'll get their first power play of the hockey game.
GCU minor penalty number 9 requires Landmanis 2 minutes for interference. Landmanis 2 for interference. Time to penalty, 19:43 remaining in the second period.
Your Sun Devils are on
Right
the
after
power
that
play.
Zamboni scrape between periods, and so it's going to be important for those passes to be really snappy and fast. Nobody at the point for Arizona State. They have to retrieve it back in their own zone as GCU goes for a quick change of penalty killers. Streaking in is Palmer. Palmer's snapshot misses wide as he had a mini breakaway. GCU trying to clear it, and it just hops over the skate of Robinson. Marchand ends up losing it in, and he'll dump it in. Palmer. Good goal for GCU trying to get it out. Over to Robinson. Oh, a beautiful stop by Morgan. Butler. Still with him, will have a whistle, and it looks to be a penalty against Arizona State now.
Well, a tough call there. Palmer getting tied up. Wyatt Palmer getting tied up in front of the net there on the wrong end of just a stick and scrum battle there, and
Number 23, Wyatt Palmer.
GCU man goes down, and that's going to even up this ice out here at 4 apiece.
18:15 remaining in the second period.
So Arizona State ends up losing out on the rest of their power play and will be 4-on-4 with under 30 seconds left. Butler trying to streak his way through, and that gets denied by GCU, and they'll slow it down, try to kill off the remainder of their penalty of 15 seconds to then get on an abbreviated power play. Lopes come in with it. Ford Husby shot on, gets through to Creasy. Creasy laying down, gets centered in front. Luckily, no Lopes players were there, and Arizona State can clear it down.
Great desperation save there from Cody Greasy. He's still holding the fort down for ASU.
This is Creasy's first game since November 3rd for the ACHA team, as he was called up to NCAA Division I on the Arizona State team, and it's good to see him back between the pipes. Shot on from Trevor Kennedy, blocked away by Morgan as the Sun Devils try to kill off the remainder of this penalty, as there's about 50 seconds left of it.
Great job by ASU there. They're just to rag the puck, do what great penalty killing teams do, possess the puck, rag it, and get rid of it when you need to.
Huckel steps out with it to Schmitz. It's the first power play unit for the Lopes out. Shot on from Simchuk. That gets gloved by Creasy out to the other side. About 20 seconds remain on the power play for the Lopes. And a great forking clear by Marchand. And maybe one more opportunity for the Lopes. Otherwise, it's been a great penalty kill.
Yep, you could definitely tell this ASU team has been working on their kill. They're staying aggressive, drop into a box when they need. They're getting low, blocking shots, doing all the right things.
Palmer steps back on the ice. Arizona State back to full strength. As that puck gets slowly rooted into the corner by Potash. And King will pick it up now, and he'll hustle to win the race to the puck in the corner. King centers it in front, and Morgan's forced to freeze it. It was a great job near the end of his shift by Jake King to put the pressure on and win that loose puck battle.
Well, really a shame, Brett, that we had that power play cut short. ASU were generating some dangerous scoring chances. They look like they're on the verge of breaking through with a second goal. But unlucky to take another penalty there. Hopefully we get to see that ASU power play again here, Brett.
Draw one by Phillips, point shot on, ricochets off a couple bodies. Now over to Trenton White, and he'll pinch in. King, still out there, shot goes wide. Newland He'll keep it in. Phillips trying to whack at the puck, doesn't get good wood on it, and GCU will dump it down. Icing waved off. We're just shy of 5 minutes being passed here in this middle stanza. Newland trying to get the puck away from Robertson. Center out in front to King, but wasn't able to release the shot. We'll come over to Sean Phillips. Centered out in front, and the other defenseman for GCU, Sean Spring, got his stick in the way. Turnover in front, and they score! Carter Newland. He adds his second goal of the game, and he blows a kiss to the stands as he makes it a 2-0 lead.
The second for Carter Newland tonight. ASU's doing all the right things, Brett. They're taking the body, they're first those pucks, sticks on pucks, they're creating turnovers. That's exactly what happened there. A man's taken into the corner and just a loose puck's thrown in that slot, and they're able to eat off that. Carter Newland, his second goal of the game. What a start for him.
Fourth goal of the season for Newland. As again, it was that patented quick release shot, beating the goaltender Morgan again, and the lead moves to 2. GCU trying to respond after giving up that goal. Puck gets chipped up in the neutral zone and thrown back down by GCU. Creasy will elect to keep the play moving. A little more interested who Newland maybe blew the kiss to, either if his parents were in town or maybe a significant other.
Dealer's choice.
As Newland ends up getting taken down, and it'll be another penalty awarded to GCU, their second of the period.
Well, Brett, call for it and you get it. Another ASU power play. A chance for them to really put a dagger into this GCU team. A third goal could be a backbreaker at this point.
First power playing it out for Arizona State, as that tripping call by GCU was on Carter Newland. Seems to be the guy that's really in the middle of things in tonight's contest. Great second effort by GCU's Schmitz. Will chop it all the way down, and setting up behind his own net is Marchant. Robinson ends up losing an edge, but somehow gets it through to Gross. Gross trying to fight through. That check gets back up. Robinson to Marchant. Tillman, snapshot on, and they score! Another quick wrister, this time courtesy of Connor Tillman, and Arizona State adding another goal in the second period, making it 3-0.
I'm telling you, Brett, this power play just looks so lethal. They're generating so many opportunities. The puck movement is just too fast for GCU, and these quick releases have just been too much for goaltender Riley Morgan. A third goal. ASU cannot let up still. Make this a backbreaker on GCU. Continue to push the pace, continue to push and take the body.
And something we noticed from the onset of the second period, Arizona State, again, putting their pedal to the metal and being the aggressor, and it's now finally being paid off on the scoreboard.
It's great to see a team be rewarded for that type of play, Brett.
Robinson, shimmy shakes over to Franklin. Marchant, Robinson has to collect on his backhand side and will wheel it down low. Puck comes around, Marchant. DD to Franklin, wasn't the cleanest pass, but Franklin will dump it down low. Sun Devils possessing this puck in the offensive zone. Robinson gets his pass taken away by Booth, and Booth, tired at the end of his shift, will just have to dump it down. Arizona State also goes for a change with their forward group. Chase to Robinson, but he couldn't handle the pass, and he'll go to the bench. Could maybe catch Arizona State out. Shot on from Chakalius, and looks like a delayed penalty call against Arizona State as they touch the puck. But it was a great stop
Calling a penalty shot
by Creasy. And it'll be interesting to see what they call possibly a penalty shot, you think, partner?
Yeah, it looked like the arms came up over the head from the main referee. It's looking like a penalty shot to me here.
And head coach Danny Roy is trying to get an explanation from the referee. And you are definitely right, as it will be a penalty shot.
I think the ref over at the GCU bench just trying to figure out who the coach wanted to have to take this penalty shot.
Tukalius is out there, the only player out there, as we'll have a penalty shot here in regulation. Shakalias comes in on that left side. Quick snapshot and a beautiful stop by Creasy, the patience to wait him out.
Creasy just continuing to put on a show tonight, hunkering down, not letting anything by. ASU caught just sleeping for a quick second there. Creasy, not so much. He's ready for the task.
And what could have been maybe a big momentum swing with everything going Arizona State's way on that penalty shot. Creasy keeps the momentum towards his team.
That's a huge point, Brett.
Lopes will dump it back down. Connor Crux settles that puck down. I got to see his parents before the game as they're enjoying this weather here in Phoenix compared to Wisconsin. As we have a delayed penalty call, and looks to be Arizona State heading to the box, and it'll be Carson Cooch.
Well, ASU needing to find their footing a bit here. Carson Cooch just a little strong on his stick there, taking the legs of the defender out from under him. ASU needing another big kill here, but 2 straight penalties here. They need to continue to stay strong and stay out of the box.
Definitely, even though with a 3-goal lead, a lot of time left in this hockey game. Simchuk walks it back up to the point. Gets it back from Schmitz. Schmitz. Now to Ukel. Schmitz, the one-timer shot, and kicking out the right leg was Creasy. He looks locked in tonight. Simchuk waits on this right hash mark. Doesn't find a lane. Plays it back down to the corner to Chakalis. Snapshot on. Still in front. Oh, what a stop! That third shot off the rebound. Creasy sticks out the left arm. Can't be cleared by Kennedy. Almost past the halfway point on this man advantage, and the shot high from Simchuk. Puck still loose, no whistle. Cleared into the corner by ASU. Up to Schmitz. Simchuk, Schmitz. Schmitz shot on. Hits a couple bodies. Arizona State still can't clear. And GCU keeps the pressure on. Ukel shot on. Creasy somehow able to find it, and they finally get that puck out.
Well, I think you'll find that save on SportsCenter Top 10, Brett. That one was insane.
It was a quick reaction save, not too much time to get in the way of that one. Beautiful athletic stop. 21 seconds remain on the man advantage for the Lopes. They come back in. Quick passing. Husby. Wrist shot misses high. We'll find Ben Chase, but he can't get it out. 5 seconds left on the power play for GCU. Marchant gets some help from Franklin, and they'll clear it all the way down. And Arizona State, a little too greedy, and some miscommunication on the bench, ends up making it a too many men call.
Well, Brett, that is a tough one to swallow. It's a break going the other way. You think maybe an odd man rush of some sorts, and next thing you know, you're going right back on the PK.
It seemed maybe almost too easy for Arizona State as that puck ended up getting rimmed by that Arizona State bench. And Cooch, who had his eyes initially for the bench, saw that puck was coming to him, and instead going to the bench, ended up playing it. And Arizona State, now with 3 consecutive penalties, really playing with fire.
And you see how quick this could snowball, Brett. All this possession's been in the GCU offensive zone so far. They're hacking away at chances. They're getting chances down low. If it weren't for Cody Creasy, this game surely would be 3-1.
Ben Chase with the one-man forecheck on this penalty kill. Trying to waste the energy of the GCU players in their own end. Schmitz comes out. Crook with a hard check. Beautiful check on Chikalis. Keeps that puck out of his own zone. They come the other way. Simchuk. Chikalis couldn't handle the puck. Back down the corner. Simchuk. Pitching catch with Schmitz. Schmitz, the one-timer shot, misses wide. Rebound. Karam's out in front. And that's stopped by Creasy. And GCU has to be heads up on the bench as that one got cleared into their own bench.
Ooh, man. GCU coach almost took a puck. But once again, it's Cody Creasy just laying down the law in the net. Really keeping this ASU team together here on the penalty kill. He's been their best killer so far.
Draw one by the Lopes. They've done a good job in the circle tonight. Husby to Oakland, the second power play unit out for Grand Canyon. Kept in by Landmanis. Landmanis was trying to get it over to his teammate. Arizona State, though, couldn't clear it. Sprawling block by Lee. Allows Coops to dump it all the way down, and there's 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Benjamin Oakland, the Minnesota native, comes in. Gets pinched to the wall by Lee. Comes out to Trenton White. The hard rim will just get it out. And that'll about do it for that penalty kill for Arizona State.
Well, a good kill for ASU. On the ropes just a bit, but they're able to find their footing, find their ground, and get that penalty killed. Now time to find some momentum for them.
Absolutely. Unable to clear it initially, but Marchant with speed and space. Centering that one in front, and that ends up getting cleared by the GCU defenseman, Sean Spring, and we'll have a whistle as Arizona State is finally going to be able to get an offensive zone draw, which they haven't had in a few minutes.
Yeah, it'll be a nice change of events here. Our boy Ty Marchand there taking a nice line rush down the side. Looking for a play in the middle. Just wasn't always there, but a great job by him.
Dylan Dent to Colby Donovan. Donovan plays it back in, but GCU has to touch up as it's a delayed offsides call. Quast can't get it in deep. Hunter Friesen has to pull out as Quast was trying to get back in onside. Sun Devils have to rework breaking that puck out, but they are doing a good job with the puck movement. It's just not going north and south and getting on their own zone. Trevor Kennedy eats the check, dumps it in. Landmanis is there. Turns it over to Sanders. Sanders wrist shot on, and Morgan with a kick save. And that gets dumped all the way down, and it'll be an icing call to GCU.
That was a little knuckler there from Ethan Sanders from the point. Fought off well by Riley Morgan, but you never know with those pucks. Those things can go anywhere. They take a chip, bounce, deflection. Rolling puck is really anyone's guess.
Lopes win that draw. Dylan Dent with a high chip off the glass to Crook. Played onto the neutral zone as 6:40 remains in the second period. It's been a fast couple periods so far in this game, not too many stoppages with this late start here tonight in Tempe. Sanders on his off wing. Sanders with speed. Stops. Now they're just trying to find the puck. Simchuk is just able to get it cleared over the stick of Palmer, and Palmer now has to negotiate a GCU forechecker. He does just that. He likes to go coast to coast. Palmer does. He can't get by the GCU defense. Trenton White, fresh off the bench, is able to get there first for Arizona State. Cleared all the way down. Newland trying to hustle to it, but he will not beat out the icing.
Well, ASU would certainly love another goal in this period, Brett, but they certainly do not want to give up another goal. That would be the main goal. They get to this intermission 3-0. They would definitely be happy with that. Given some of the penalty troubles they found themselves in this period, I think they've done a good job penalty killing. A good job just kind of crumbling down the middle and doing what needs to be done to get those penalties killed.
Newland kicks that puck up to his stick. Gross turns it over at the blue line. Ethan Peterson. Kept in by the Lopes. Gross unable to dislodge the puck, but he finally is able to, and his teammates will possess it. Sloppy for Arizona State, trying to get out of their own end. It's turned over, shot on from Donovan, and Creasy is able to track it all the way. Donovan with some nice stick handling work. Keeps the puck in for his teammates and goes for a change. Now finds Henriksen. Puck comes back around. Newland to Gross near the end of his shift. Gets it back. Newland shot on, looking for that hat trick, and that juicy rebound was there. But no Arizona State players present. Now it's a 5-on-2 for GCU as poor change by Arizona State, and that forces a blocker stop by Creasy. Especially in these second periods when it's the long change. Sometimes you can get out there a little too long. Chase gets around the hip check to Robinson. He finally pulls the trigger, but it's stopped by Morgan.
And that was a heck of a find by Chase there. Looking like he might just throw that thing right in the middle. He finds someone trailing that whole play.
And able to fight his way out is Oakland, and he'll eat the check, and he'll go straight to the bench. Stretch pass to Ryan Robinson. But he'll wait as he didn't have any compadres there with him to attack. Marchant just able to wad that puck out. Tillman can't get it all the way down low. GCU transitions.
Can always count on Ty Marchand to step up and take the body there, Brett. A great physical player for this ASU team.
Clean breakout for Arizona State, allows Tillman to go in, but he ends up getting impeded by the check of the big Dylan Dent. Kept in by Robinson, point shot goes behind the net. Puck comes out to Robinson, oh, what a stop by Morgan. Chase, second opportunity, and his shot gets redirected up and over the net.
A heck of an opportunity for Eric Robinson. A puck deflects off the backboards and straight out in front of the net. Goalkeeper Riley Morgan was not aware of it, and almost a quick chance there for Robinson.
Arizona State still on the attack. Friesen, shot on, gets to Morgan, doesn't know where it is. He's just trying to flail around, and GCU gets it out. And icing waved off, could be a stretch opportunity. Kennedy couldn't receive that hot pass, and he gets tangled up with Trichler. And the Lopes now attack.
This period's starting to open up a bit here at the end, Brett. Kind of some end-to-end action here we've seen from both sides.
Also, too, with this ice being chewed up a little bit, a lot of weird hops as Arizona State was almost a benefactor of a couple of those weird hops.
Yeah, almost a 4-0 game for them.
Friesen having some trouble getting out of his own end. Puck will find Quast. We'll have a whistle as it might be caught up in a player's gear, and it finally comes out with 1:56 left in the second period.
Well, not a perfect period for ASU by far, Brett, but they're getting the job done. They're still finding chances and still creating chances, still finding opportunities to get more. and they're getting some great play in net from Cody Greasy.
Face off just outside the Arizona State end. Won by Grand Canyon. Hard rim around. Over to Oakland. But they can't get it towards that front of the net. Arizona State keeping them to the outside. Phillips trying to battle there. Dumped down by Husby. GCU trying to get an opportunity here. Point shot on, gets blocked by Phillips into the corner. And it'll get ricocheted up and out of play. And we'll have a whistle.
Talk about consistency, Brett. Coach Austin Klein just looking for consistency from his team, knowing this is a young team, knowing, you know, there's going to be bumps and bruises along the way. There's going to be things that you have to figure out, things that you have to get by, adversities you have to face. Consistency is the key to any team, and that's all Coach Klein is looking for here. Hopefully ASU can take that consistency into the next intermission here.
Newland comes out with some speed. White joins the attack. White, snapshot on, rebound behind the net of Morgan. There's a battle for it here in the corner. And we have 60 seconds left in the second period. Robinson over to Gross, oh! And he picks the top corner on Morgan as he was wide open, and Robinson with the heads-up play, centering that pass to his line mate. And Arizona State with a 4-0 lead.
Well, how about that, Brett? Laying it on them. A quick little, we talk about quick releases, a quick little release in that slot, right in the hash marks. Goaltender Riley Morgan stood no chance against that shot, just picking a top corner. And now the route could be on ASU, still not done, but they need to lay on more pressure. 4-0, a good start for them, though.
Definitely a Jekyll and Hyde type of period for Arizona State in this second stanza, but we're able to fight through some of that adversity and add another goal to their tally.
Well, this is huge for this ASU club, Brett. They're looking for some footing here in the second semester. And why not do it? They dropped 2 games against GCU last weekend. A big performance so far. This would be a big statement if they could come out with a win here.
Got one by the Sun Devils as we have about 35 seconds now left in the second period. Lopes with it, Landmanis. Unable to find a GCU teammate. That allows Arizona State to recollect. Cross-ice pass to Tillman. Tillman hesitating. Now he's going to drive. Tillman driving. Shot on. Rebound loose. Chase can't pick it up. Now 10 seconds remaining. Maybe one more chance. As the Lopes dump it in. And it's finally settled down by Palmer. And that'll do it for this second 20 minutes of play.
Well, ASU's going to look for some consistency in the third period. They're going to look to come out fast, strong. 4 goals is good, but, you know, could they lay on the pressure and find more?
And we'll be interested to see if they'll be able to do just that in this third period. And we'll bring you that third period in just under 15 minutes. The score after 2, Arizona State 4, Grand Canyon nothing. This is Arizona State Hockey YouTube. Hello everyone and welcome back to ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube's presentation of ACHA Division I Men's Ice Hockey. I'm Brett Vaughn alongside my partner Kiana Deguchi. And Kiana, what a tale of two weekends. Last weekend against this GCU team, seemed like Arizona State were still trying to figure out their hockey game after coming off the break, but tonight's been a totally different story.
Yeah, feeling down and on the ropes. Losing to last weekend to GCU. They've come out swinging today against GCU. They're up 4-0.
As we get this third period underway, and Arizona State out there at the line of Gross, Butler, and Robinson. Puck shot up into the glass. If GCU wants to try and come back into this game, it's going to have to start early. Gross, as he was trying to hit that far man streaking, which was Robinson. They couldn't connect. Now it'll come to Husby. Husby snaps it on. He falls at the rebound. Another shot on. Still loose. And Creasy had to do a couple of big saves and looks to now be a delayed penalty call to Arizona State, as Robinson maybe got a little too overeager. Now the Loops have their extra attacker on, finally touched up by Gross, and we'll have the whistle.
Well, Ryan Robinson just laying a tough, hard check in the corner there. Unfortunately, that one coming to the numbers of number 6, Braden Husby. And that one will be 2 minutes. Not exactly how ASU wanted to start this period. They will have to kill another penalty. But a chance for him to build some momentum here.
Also give credit to some sportsmanship to Robinson, although actions do speak louder than words. After that tough hit, he did apologize to the GCU player, showing a little of remorse. GCU wins that offensive zone draw, as they've had a lot of power play time in this hockey game, but they still have not been able to cash in on one. Down to the corner, send it out in front as Simchuk had a nice backhand, no-look cross-crease pass, but I don't think his teammates are ready for it.
A good job so far, Brett. This ASU team just needs to limit the high-danger chances just in that middle slot.
With speed and just out of the reach for Schmitz as he was backdoor. GCU really likes those chances off the rush. Schmitz, touch pass to Ukel. And Creasy is able to fight through the traffic and glove it down with 1 minute and 12 left to kill on the Robinson 2-minute minor call.
Yeah, another big save from Creasy. Man, keep him in here. It'll be interesting to see how ASU approach this whole period. Hopefully able to kill this penalty off. But do they go for the kill, or do they kind of sit back and try to protect the lead?
Lopes win that face-off again. Shot blocked by Phillips. Touch passing from the Lopes. Fanning on the shot. Getting that second opportunity on it was Oakland, but Creasy swallows it up with no rebound. Draw will be to the left of the goaltender, Creasy. Lopes win that face-off again. Oakland swapping spots with Landmanis. Shot find its way through, but wasn't a good quality shot for the Lopes. Trenton White trying to just seal that puck to that kick plate, finally dislodged. Turned over, White not able to get enough muscle on it to get it out. Oakland snapshot on, blockered away by Creasy, and that rebound gets gloved down by Cooch and dumped down 200 feet.
Good job by ASU. Doing the fundamental things and doing them right. That's good. That's what's going to get this penalty killed exactly for them.
As the remainder of the penalty to Robinson ticks off, and he'll step back on the ice, and we're back to 5-on-5 play. Franklin rides his man into the wall. Tough puck for Spring to try and possess. He has to go back in his own zone. Get some help from Robertson. Robinson to Marchant, but he's unable to get around the GCU forward Potash. And they'll have to back in their own zone. Icing waved off. It'll dribble into the Lopes zone. Rimmed around. Sean Spring cutting through the middle. Trying to drop the pass. But he gets it right back. Crook pinning him into the corner. Palmer trying to get it out, but that puck's really not settling for anybody right now. Lopes collect it. Now they enter in. Quick shot on. Misses wide. Now to Newland, but if you're Arizona State, you're kind of liking the way this game's going. It's a little sloppy, but GCU's only really had 1 or 2 chances, and then they have to go out of the offensive zone.
Yeah, it definitely kind of feels like a weather the storm type period. You know, GCU might come with a couple waves, but ultimately, you know, a 4-0 lead. ASU's looking to hunker down and play some solid defense.
Carter Newland looking for that 3rd goal in tonight's game. Centered it out in front, but it gets taken away by Chikalis. Icing waved off as it ends up hitting the goaltender, Creasy, negating it. And we've just passed the 5-minute mark in the 3rd period. Arizona State with the 4-goal lead. Landmanis takes it away, and he'll gain some speed out the other side. Kennedy chips it out for the moment, but White turns it over in the center ice line, and now it comes to Kennedy. Trevor Kennedy, and just as he's about to shoot it, Landmanis, the defenseman for GCU, with a great stick stop. High backhand chip, a tough one-hop for Creasy, and he'll just elect to freeze it.
Well, while we have a moment, Brett, just wanted to give a shout out to Gloria Creasy. Mama Creasy's tuning in from Manitoba, Canada. How about that, Brett? Our YouTube waves reaching all the way out to Canada. Shout out. But Cody Creasy, the story of this game, he's been locking it down tonight.
Arizona State's finally able to win a face-off in their own zone. We'll come to Kennedy. Marchant stops, and he'll pivot back as the Lopes doing a good job not allowing Arizona State to get a clean breakout. Drew Robertson, stretch pass, tipped in by Husby. Marchant with it, tough pass for Franklin, and they turn it over, send it out in front. Still is in front, and the whip around shot from Schmitz misses wide. Cross ice pass to Carson Cooch, fresh off the bench, snapshot on Morgan, and it's fought off. Another shot from Cooch, and that rebound gets redirected into the corner.
ASU so far this period playing the exact game that they need to play, Brett. They're chipping pucks deep. They're being tough on pucks. And in defensive zone, they're chipping pucks out that need to be chipped out.
Play whistle down for a hand pass. And we'll have a fresh unit for Arizona State coming out. And it's really interesting for Arizona State the way they got this foothold into this game was being hard on pucks, dumping them in, making it tough for GCU to get out of their own zone. And that's something they're going to have to continue to do in order to keep this game in a chokehold.
That's a type of fundamental hockey that gets rewarded with goals and winning, Brett.
That's something that Arizona State wants to do here in this calendar year of 2024 as we go down the stretch towards the march to nationals. Puck played by Morgan, leaving it for his GCU defenseman. Kruk will bat it down on the center ice line. Icing waved off again. Landmanis. Tape-to-tape pass to Nealon. But they're unable to gain the offensive zone cleanly, and then it's whistled down as Landmanis entered in while his teammate was trying to come out of the offensive zone.
Well, I think we're kind of seeing the game that ASU and Coach Austin Klein want to play here. You know, I'm sure going into the locker room in this intermission, he's saying, you know, we have 4 goals. We don't need more goals. We need to play good fundamental defense and not limit any scoring chances.
Spring fights off the forecheck of Arizona State. Sanders is able to hustle and keep it in right at the blue line. Now to Tanner Booth. He'll let his teammate try to retrieve that one for him. They can't get it. Phillips to Newland. Now to Sanders, but he turns it over. Good hustle by Sanders, though, to get it back. Sanders ends up eating a check. Is really interesting, the GC defenseman turning back the clock. A lot of hip checks tonight by them.
It's been a physical game so far, Brett, both sides.
Definitely fighting for every inch out there. Franklin will just dump it down. Friesen. Centered out in front by Newland, but none of his teammates were out in the middle of the slot. Lopes try to finish off a change. Hunter Friesen ends up turning it over. Quick shot on. And Creasy had to be alert as he hasn't faced too many shots in these last couple minutes, but he does just enough to get a whistle.
Coach Klein looking like he's calling to his players, hoping for a big effort to get this puck out of the zone in this faceoff.
Clean win by Friesen. Marchand around a couple, gets some help from his centerman. And with speed comes Friesen on the left side. Centered out in front, but it'll pop through. Franklin. Marchand. And that puck gets redirected, but not towards the goal. Lobbed up in the air. And we'll have a whistle as behind the play. Looks like Friesen from Arizona State's getting friendly with Trichler, the defenseman for the Lopes.
Well, these were the extracurriculars we were expecting, Brett. A little pushing, a little shoving, probably some nasty talking there. It's all part of hockey.
Yep, definitely a player in your day, Keanu, that wasn't afraid to mix it up a little bit.
No, you gotta find the fun in the game, right?
That's what some might say. I was usually trying to compete for the Lady Bing and stay out of the box. But it takes both of those ingredients to create a winning hockey team.
Indeed. Heck of a player you made yourself on that, Brett.
We have both respective captains getting the 4-1-1 from the referees.
Looks like if I had to guess, it would be 4-on-4 action, but we do only have one penalty up on the scoreboard so far. That being a GCU penalty.
On GCU, number 2, Gabe Trichler, 4 minutes for roughing.
And it looks like Trichler's going to get the double minor
Hunter Friesen,
and acquire that extra minor to give ASU the power play.
42 remaining
So another chance
in the third period.
for ASU to do some work here, I think. Face-off, I don't know why is teed up in the ASU zone.
I think that's what Connor Kruk, the Arizona State veteran defenseman, is trying to figure out. And looks to be another player heading to the Arizona State box.
Yep, they've taken the penalty off the scoreboard too. Looks like they're going to even it up.
And it looks like we're going to be having, it looks like a miscalculation. So it actually ends up, after all of the Microsoft excelling on the spreadsheet, it's going to be a power play for GCU.
I don't know how we came to that conclusion, Brett, but somehow we did.
Well, it might have been a a good winter break for the referees as well, trying to get back into the swing of things. Lopes trying to gain their footing here on this power play opportunity, and they'll have to break it out of their own zone. Turned over. 2-on-1. Kennedy trying to fit that pass through to Quas, but he's unsuccessful. As we're now under 10 minutes left in this third period. Arizona State trying to nurse this one to victory. Landmanis gets a shot blocked by Kruk on one knee. Back in the corner. Kruk mixing it up with two Lopes players. Coming out with the puck is Simchuk. Shot on, and that misses high. As maybe their best chance was from Chikalis. Simchuk, shot on. Rebound still loose in front, and Kennedy is able to bang that one out all the way down.
This has been a huge kill for ASU. 4-0, you know, definitely not a backbreaker, but GCU gets one. They might start to feel some momentum. They might start to feel good. They might start rolling. You never know.
So it's forehand. Oakland on the left side. Shot on. Gets stopped by Creasy, and that goes up and out of play. And it seems to be when GCU does get their opportunities, Creasy's been meeting them.
Creasy's been outstanding this game. Some highlight reel saves, some consistent saves. You know exactly what you're getting from him. He has been a huge part of this lead so far.
Cooch takes the puck away. Cooch has one man to beat, but looked to be that puck maybe caught some dead ice and was unable to go all the way with the puck.
ASU is back at full strength.
And the Sun Devils do a great job killing those 2 minutes off of the scoreboard, and we're back to 5-on-5 play. Ooh, tough, weird ricochet off the kick plate. And we now have a whistle as there is a tough check from Carson Cooch in the Arizona State corner. And the back referee ended up making the call on that one, and good to see the defenseman Sean Spring getting up for the Lopes.
Spring taking the worst of that one. It looks like Cooch and Spring just kind of got tied up as they're both kind of just going two separate ways. But Spring getting the worst for wear, and it kind of just looked bad on Cooch's part. Looks like Cooch is going to end up taking a penalty on that one. Well, they're certainly getting their penalty kill work in today, Brett.
Absolutely they have, and it's definitely been something maybe of a strong suit for them, as they had that weird set of circumstances where they had 3 consecutive penalties, 2 actual penalties, and 1 penalty shot, and they were somehow able to get through that one unscathed.
Well, Coach Kelly Newton really touching on points of working on the power or penalty kill during this week. You could definitely see that.
Go back to work again as Marchand's down behind the play. He finally gets back up to his legs with no call.
Marchand looking like he had taken a stick from Simchuk.
Play continues. Marchand can't clear it. Simchuk centered out. One-timer shot stopped by Creasy. Simchuk, and he ends up pinging that one off the crossbar. Another shot this time by Schmitz, and Creasy's able to get a whistle for his team.
Well, ASU is flirting with danger right now. Some very high danger opportunities. A crossbar hit, a couple quick shots from the slot. Cody Creasy up to the task, but right now ASU on the ropes a bit on this penalty kill.
Ty Marchand's talking to that back referee, trying to tell him what was going on between him and Simchuk as he heads back to the bench.
Definitely looked like he had taken an errant stick there where you don't want to take one.
Kruk unable to clear it out. He tries to push to the wall. Henriksen. GCU comes out with the puck out of the scrum. At the point, Dent swapping spots. with Oakland. Now behind the net, Kruk. Be able to battle with his man, Quast. Hard chip off the glass, and that'll go all the way down. 45 seconds left on the minor penalty to Arizona State.
It was a good active stick from Wyatt Palmer there down the zone. Just getting down low, keeping that stick on the ice, and just blocking pass after pass.
Logan Lee will dump it all the way down. Good effort by him so far tonight for the Arizona State defenseman, who's a local area kid out of Mesa, Arizona. GCU having some tough time getting out of their own zone as Matthew Gross gets the puck after that hard work. Another shot on from Butler, but that's stopped by Morgan, as there's a couple shorthanded chances for Arizona State, and they kill off the penalty. Gross back in with it. The lane. Now to Lee. Snapshot from Lee. And Morgan's able to fight through the traffic with 6:06 remaining in the third period.
This period's definitely had some opportune times for this ASU team. Just a breakdown here and there for GCU. And a chance here and there for ASU to make it 5. But it's kind of seemed like the tail of the game. It kind of seems every now and then they just get a grade A quality scoring chance. It seems like whichever team has put more of those away this game, Brett, is leading.
Trenton White, ends up taking a hard check. And White didn't like that too much. Booth ends up getting caught up with his own man, and he turns it over. Robinson trying to retrieve the puck. It'll come out to Franklin, but Franklin ends up fanning on the shot, and the Lopes go the other way. Butler on the back check, drops it back down to Franklin. Out of Ty Marchand. Marchand gets it poked away, and Franklin will dump it all the way down as time keeps ticking off the clock for GCU to get back into this. Tillman unable to fight his way to the middle of the ice and chipped out. Both teams trying to vie for it as it's stuck in the neutral zone. Ben Chase will chip and charge the puck in the corner, working on Landmanis. To Tillman, wrist shot on. Morgan makes one stop, has to make two, and he's out of his net. Palmer with that big reach keeps it in. And that'll be collected by GCU, and they'll just get it out. And Simchuk will dump it down.
This has been a heck of an effort by ASU, Brett. If anything, for confidence reasons, especially dropping to this GCU team last weekend, I'm sorry. This is going to be a huge confidence booster if they could hold on for this one and hopefully propel them forward going through this semester.
Absolutely, this might be the game they're looking for. Only 3 total home games in the second semester for Arizona State, with the 2 coming this weekend, and then their last home game comes against GCU as well, and that'll be senior night in February.
Hola, GCU.
And the puck gets waved off for icing as we now have 3 and change to play in this third period, and Arizona State with a great performance in this first game of the weekend. Palmer sachets forward and will cross corner dump and go for a change. Gabe Trichler to Lee, but Lee intercepts it. Now the puck will find Ethan Peterson. Lee. And that shot for Michael Lewis goes all the way out, and it's a free breakout for Arizona State. Maybe if anything for the Sun Devils right now, you're really trying to get Carter Newland that possible hat-trick goal. Kennedy Full systems go, fresh off the bench now to Quast. Quast down the corner with it, and that'll redirect out of play.
Well, ASU just looking to close this one out. Last 2.5 minutes here, Brett. Nothing crazy. Just stick to the plan, pucks deep. They're still creating some chances and opportunities here. Why not pop one more in if you can? Why not?
Shots even in tonight's contest. Marchand misses high. Centered out in front dangerously, but the Sun Devils were there to find that pass. GCU trying to work hard just to try and get a goal on the scoreboard to maybe build some momentum for tomorrow night's contest. Cooch now to Tillman. And he'll go into the corner and try to lay the body down on Landmanis. Puck pops over the stick to Grady Franklin. And he'll skate out with it, the Canadian citizen. Oh, dangerous play as that puck went to the boards, and Sun Devils that time were a little more conscientious of that change. Simchuk, one of the new faces for GCU, one of the new transfers coming out of the winter break. Nice move by Spring, but he can't get it forward towards the net. King and Phillips fight for it. Into the corner. Trying to work hard for their goaltender. Point shot misses wide. Newland out there as well for Arizona State. As he's looking for that hat trick goal. As it's, now we're under 60 seconds left in the contest. Marchand picks it up. Forwards it to King. King with his head up trying to find Newland. And he almost connected with Newland as he was streaking back door. Gross. As the puck caught up in the skates of Spring. And GCU will spring the puck out. Pass from Palmer, couldn't find King. Under 30 seconds remain now. The puck to Newland. Palmer battling hard. Picked up by GCU. The point shot on, and they score. Near the end of the game with 15 seconds left, Braden Husby gets the redirection off the point shot.
Well, Brett, I am just gutted. Just gutted for Cody Creasy. He has worked so hard this game. He deserves that shutout. But still, player of the game for me. A late goal for GCU. Just 15 seconds on the clock, you know. It is what it is. But overall, still, I would value this a complete effort from ASU.
Yeah, unfortunate. That'll be something that head coach for Arizona State, Austin Klein's going to be mentioning to their team in the game after this game in the locker room. You definitely really want to reward your goaltender for how well he's done tonight.
Absolutely.
As the final seconds tick off the clock, and that'll do it here from game one at home of 2024 for Arizona State, as it was a complete performance by them of setting the tone and putting in that consistent 60 minutes that the coaches were looking for.
Well, Brett, that was, given all things considered, a very impressive win by this ASU club. Given the adversity they faced last weekend, facing this GCU team, they definitely pulled through today. They exemplify that great penalty kill work that they put in over this past week, having to kill some penalties and fight through that adversity. But great effort by them tonight, a well-deserved win, and good on them.
And a good turnout here at Mountain America Community Iceplex as the Sun Devils salute their fans who can in full support tonight. as we get things settled here at ice level at the Community Iceplex. I'm Brett Vaughn alongside Keanu Deguchi. And Keanu, what the coaches were looking for when we're talking to them before the game of getting that consistent 60 minutes. If you could say, although they were unable to close it out with a shutout, maybe you could say 59 minutes, but again, that's something to strive for as they continue throughout the season.
Absolutely. You know, this is a young team. They're looking to build on things. This is definitely a win that you build on. You definitely use to propel yourself forward. A great effort by them today.
And it's that time of the evening, Keanu, to ask who your player of the game is for the contest.
Well, I'm going to give an honorable mention, Brett, to Carter Newland. 2 huge goals for this team tonight. But my player of the game is Cody Creasy. I think you knew that. Some huge highlight reel saves tonight. Just a complete effort by him. The best penalty killer for sure out there today. One effort by him.
Absolutely, and overall a good team effort and something that you want to see the Sun Devils move into that positive direction to start the second half of the semester. Want to remind you that our next broadcast will be tomorrow night with a 7:30 puck drop as both of these same teams go to battle, and it'll be right here on Arizona State Hockey YouTube. Before we leave tonight, I want to say very special thanks to a very special group of people who helped make this broadcast possible. Our sound supervisor tonight was Elena Vaughn. Our lighting coordinator was Steve Yeager. Our head of logistics was Niall Cooper, and our technical operations director was the one and only Ben Smith. For my partner, Keanu Deguchi, I'm Brett Vaughn, reminding you of tonight's final score. Arizona State with a great win tonight, winning by the score of 4-1 against Grand Canyon University. Thank you so much for tuning in, and so long from Mountain America Community Iceplex.
Smoke up, gas in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't clutch the button. Never's in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close to be putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump out. Right side, it came. Right side. Kicks on and I'm gone. Pitched up on my own. Right side, it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked up. I turned ghost on them, I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I dipped and shit. Clock that, it got long. Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, watch the button. Never's in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close to be putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump in. Right side, king. Right side, it came. Right side, it came. Smoke up, gas in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't clutch the button. Never's in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close to be putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump out.
and then I kicked up, I turned ghost on them, I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I dipped and shit. Clock that, it got long. Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims, don't stop. Watch the dot in. Never in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close to be putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump in. Right side, king. Right side, the king. Aye. Right side, the king. Smoke up, gas in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't clutch the dot in. Never in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close to be putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump out. Right side, it came. Right side. Aye. Kicks on and I'm good. Pitched up on my own. Right side, it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked up. I turned ghost on them, I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I dipped and shit. Clock that, it got long. Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims, don't stop. Watch the dot in. Never in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close to be putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump in. Right side, king. Right side, the king. Aye. Right side, it king. Smoke up, gas in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't clutch the dot in. Never in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close to be putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump out. Right side, it came. Right side. Aye. I'm gone. Head missed and I dipped and shit. Clock that it got long. Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends.